what's up, y'all? It's your boy, Flo. Know what I'm saying? We live from the gym, as you can see. Got some 45-pound dumbbells on me and all that. You know, I'm about to get to the money. You know, it's a blessing to be on vacation, a paid vacation, man. I'm still, receiving my paychecks on vacation. You know, it's a blessing. This vacation has been a blessing. They told us that this vacation was supposed to be just about rest, but to make sure you get your reps in as well, because, we in the Army, this is what we got to do. Not only are we in the Army, but we in the infantry. We front line, and we about to get deployed to Korea, you know what I'm saying, to defend South Korea from North Korea, just in case North Korea want to play them games, then, they going to fuck around and find out. And that's just the real. And we going to be, right there, right by the border, just in case they want to, play like that. We going to be, you know what I'm saying? So that's crazy. I'm about to experience that. And, in this video, though, for my G's, man, I want to make a vid really talking about just being relentless on this Nofap SR journey, man. I know y'all done seen me be the epitome of relentlessness, man. So I could really preach that 100 times over, because I done had to do it 1,000 times, man. Where you making the same mistake over and over and over again. And you getting so tired of doing this, making the same mistake, you ready to start bumping your head on the wall or something. You like, yo, man, like, what the hell, bro? This my 1,000th time saying I was going to stop relapsing, man. And it's just crazy when you think about the time when you first learned about the journey, and you thinking in your mind, all right, this is what I need to do. And you just remember that conviction you had for the journey. And then you relapse for that first time, and then you fast forward to where you at now, and then you just like, yo, I'm really a clown. And then you start downing yourself, you start kicking yourself while you down, man. And see, this is the beauty of life and the journey right here, man. And this is what your God may be doing for you, trying to show you about life itself that you ain't even seeing, that I'm about to tell you, man. Life is trying to show you, your God is trying to show you, the universe is trying to show you that this is the way that you are with people. And he's trying to show you that if you don't fix this within self, if you don't love yourself, you not only going to be this way towards people, but you also going to be doing this to yourself. And you are going to be the cause of your own demise. And you going to watch you be the cause of your own demise day by day, and it's going to kill you like a cancer. So this is what you need to do, man. You need to love self better. You need to love yourself better. We be looking at women that be beautiful and all that, with these beautiful bodies and all that. Or maybe she with a guy that is unattractive or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Or you just judging because you think you know it all. I'm a woke dog, man. Like, man, I could love her better. You know what I'm saying? I'd be a better experience for her, man, because he a bot. I'm knowing about SR, Nofap, all this woke stuff, and he just a basic bot. And you ready to be better for somebody that you never even met a day in your life, that all you know is that maybe she look like she got a good energy, whatever. You don't even know that because you don't even know her for real. And you pedestalizing the hell out this woman. You don't even know her from a hole in the wall, but you go ahead and look at yourself in the mirror. You go ahead and do that and watch how you treat yourself. Watch all them thoughts that come over your mind. Why you don't look in the mirror and feel that same conviction for self? That's what we got to start learning, man. Stop being a simp. You need to start loving yourself better and wanting to have that conviction to love yourself, where you just catch a glance at yourself in the mirror and be like, yo, I'm going to love you better, man. And I will. And I'm going to do the best that I can. And we going to just, because guess what? You get in a relationship, guess what she going to want? She gonna want all of your attention and all your validation. And you gotta know how to have, you know what I'm saying, that type of flow where you not overindulging, because at the end of the day, it's unattractive for you to be just, you know, just on call, giving that 24/7. Like, do you not have, you know, like a flow going on with self where you know you got things that you need to be doing, and you're gonna get to that when you get to that, but you gotta handle your business, man, so that your energy is right for self. You know what I'm saying? Or else you're gonna end up in a situation where you with a female, you just gonna be giving her all of your attention and validation. You're gonna get lost in that situation. And then now when it's like you not valuable no more because you just like so convicted to be that for somebody else. And little do you know, when you don't have that conviction for self and you got more conviction for somebody else outside of self, even a bot eventually is going to see that within you. And it's going to be unattractive, man. You got to get to this certain point, bro, in life where you so relentless, where you done made the mistake 100 times. And you like, yo, I got to make the sacrifice for my future. And at the end of the day, I may not be a man of my word because I keep telling myself I'm going to do it and I'm keep on making the same mistake. But at the end of the day, you know, you got to accept that you're not going to always be a man of your word, and you can't hold that over your head. You got to go through, you know, the cloud hanging over your head when you done made the mistake that you ain't want to make. And your pride and your ego is in fury because you feeling like you're not a man of your word. But at the end of the day, you got to sacrifice that time for the future. When you sacrifice that time for the future, that's what I mean, man. Where you and the team losing, man. You and your team within self, y'all losing, man. And you just got to come with that conviction to go to practice and do what you need to do. And you need to have that mentality and understand that life is all about perspective. The perspective that you approach life with is always going to be what life is. It's so simple. It's so simple to the point where when you realize that and you convict yourself to change your perspective, and when your mind is not in the best place, man, when it's hard for you to wake up in the morning, man, I be having to wake up at 5 a.m. every day in the Army, and it's not always easy. And some mornings it be 4 or 3 a.m, depending on what we doing, man. And it's not always easy to do that, even for a guy like me that coming from where I coming from, being stuck in Brooklyn, homeless, having an accountability partner like my wife, watching me struggle, making the same mistake, not being a man of my word, working Uber Eats, walking all across the city, up and down Manhattan, from lower Manhattan to upper Manhattan by Harlem, coming back to the shelter, not having a lot of bread and having to face that. Because at the end of the day, I just wanted to live a real life. So I kept it real with myself. And I knew I was going to get to a point through just being real with yourself nonstop. You're going to get to a point where you're just going, a fury just going to take over. You're going to feel a fire underneath your ass, man. And that's what happened to me when I was doing Uber Eats one day and I walked past the Army recruiting office. And I was like, enough is enough, man. I was 21 years old at one point and I wasn't able to make this happen. I kept on feeling the ASVAB that I needed to take to get this process started. And at the end of the day, I'm about to walk back in this Army recruiting office and I'm about to make this happen, man. You know what I'm saying? And I walked in there and I was like, look, what we need to do, man. I need to change my life around. I'm homeless. You know, I tried to make this happen before, but I was struggling. It was to the point where I'm so convicted. I'm so relentless. I'm able to look this dude, this staff sergeant in the eye and even start talking my talk to him where it's like, yo, I know this may not be the right thing to say, but shoot, if I got to cheat my way through this joint, is that an option? Is there a way where while I'm taking this ASVAB, I could just had an answer key somewhere, so like, and he's smiling, but at the end of the day, he understood just the hunger I had, man. He respected it. He was like, don't even worry, man. We going to get you through, man. We going to get you through. And I ain't end up doing that, but at the end of the day, I took the test with integrity and I passed it. And That's manifestation right there. I just was way more convicted than I ever was in life, man. And that's how you gotta be. You gotta just accept that your frequency ain't right. You gotta accept that you ain't attractive right now. You gotta accept that even your frequency is not the best, to the point where your own family wanna love you, man. Or got that conviction to love you. You know what I'm saying? Because that's life. They got clouds hanging over their own head, and they frequency ain't right, so they can't give you what they don't have. And you can't give self what you don't have. And see, it's different because now you gotta, you know what I'm saying, work for that. You know, and you gotta love self enough to grow through that and accept that you don't have love within yourself to even give yourself. So what do you need to do? You need to take the steps and precautions necessary to build that love frequency within self. You need to manifest, and you need to picture yourself in these situations and realize that it's going to be hard to do that because of the guilt hanging over your head and Nofap. It's going to be hard for you to manifest, bro, and get that deep. If you a meditator, if you practicing meditation, you know it's hard, man. With that guilt and that cloud hanging over your head because you've been relapsing. And now you trying to smell it and picture it and taste it of you in a certain situation, man. Watch some house tours, man, these beautiful homes. Picture yourself in it. Watch how hard it's going to be. And you're going to be like, yo, this me, man. It's my life. How I'm over here watching and lounging, watching couple channels and vlogs of everybody else living their life. And I'm got smiles on my face, and I'm convicted to watch somebody else live their own life. These YouTubers like DDG and Queen and Clarence, you know what I'm saying, living their life, lounging. And here I am, and I'm more convicted to be happy for other people. But what about myself? Let it breathe, man. What about myself? Like, come on, man. We got to just, and this is what I'm saying. You got to be real with yourself. Through being real and living a real life and accepting the mistakes that you make, and what you got no choice but to do because you was up lounging in your bed. You know what I'm saying? You done let the hen out the cage, and you done strangled it up and all that. You know what I'm saying? And you got to accept that this what you did, and now you got to wake up in the morning and you got to get to the bag, man. It's not easy for me to even do that, even when I'm retaining and I'm knowing where I came from, being homeless and struggling financially. I got to wake up at 4 or 5 in the morning to go to work. I got to throw my OCPs on, my army fatigues on, man. And I got to do what I got to do for the day, every day at the same time. And not every day is a beautiful day on the work schedule. Some days be rough. Some days feel stupid, the things that we got to do sometimes, man. And that's just what it is. But at the end of the day, it's beautiful because you know that you sacrificing for your future. I'm not going to be in the army forever, man. And you got to accept that you're not going to have that cloud hanging over your head forever, man. But when, at the end of the day, when you understand, you know, meditation and affirmation and manifestation, and you got to feel it, breathe it, taste it, and put your feel in that. But you can't do that because where's all of that too? Is in the moment of this cloud hanging over your head, man. You got to know how to put yourself in the future sometimes and feel it. And you just sacrificing this time of what you're going through right now because the future is coming. Because perspective is reality. You got to change your perspective and be relentless. No matter how many mistakes you made, you wanted to go into 2024 and not relapse. And guess what? You did that. You relapsed on Nofap. What you going to do about it? You got 11 more months, man. What you going to waste time and then not be that attractive man that you want to be, to have that bubble butt queen that you trying to manifest, that just beautiful queen that's just loyal, a woman that just accept you for you and love you for you? You don't want that? Of course you do. That's why it's about perspective. Become that man that she could look to and respect as a leader in her life, man. And be that for yourself. So where the team is losing and now you got that conviction and you going into the game and you trusting the flow, you trusting the teammate that been missing those shots, those key shots. And you like, yo, it's okay. And you loving your teammate. You not, you know what I'm saying? Understand, man. I done got this Airbnb from coming from nothing, man. With my accountability partner that was down with me through everything. We just recently got married, man. Salute to us. Just came from the gym, man, sipping on the water, man. It's hard to wake up in the morning, but it feels so beautiful when you get that pump and you look in the mirror and you proud that you made the most out of your day. Take it one day at a time, brothers. I love y'all, man. I love y'all for real. Love yourself, and when you love yourself, you love other potential chosen ones. And I'm gonna be out with that, man. I hope this video inspires you to be relentless, man. Salute.